So today I decided to film another tutorial for y'all. I'm going to be doing a kind of get ready with me, but I'm not going to be doing it like fast forwarded like I usually do. I'm just gonna film how I get ready whenever I go to things, like whenever I go to parties or like special family events or anything like that. So I'm going to include everything from my eyes to my eyebrows to my lips, my face, everything. So this is probably gonna be a long video, and I'm sorry. I don't know. I hope you stick around. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. That way this video isn't as long as it's already going to be. But yeah, I'm just gonna pin off my bangs just so they're not in the way. And I'm gonna start off with my brows. I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia dip brow in chocolate and ebony. I've been using more of an ombre method with my brows lately, so you'll get to see that in this video. I'm gonna go in with a number 12 brush from Anastasia. It's a double-sided brush, but so I'm just taking chocolate in the front of the brow and fading it up. So I'm just going to go in with ebony again. I usually don't go in with much of ebony. I usually get whatever is left on my lid. And I'll just go into the very last like 2/3 of the brow. And just kind of line it from there. So now I'm just going to go in with my angled brush and my Studio, what is this? My Studio Finish Concealer in NC35. I'm just going to go in and carve the bottom of my brows. I'm not going to do the top side just because I find that it's a little bit more cleaner that way. But yeah, just going to go into the bottom. And then just go in and blend it out with the Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush. It's my favorite to blend out my concealer with. And if you notice, I put all of my concealer even like down more. I do that because I find that there's a smaller possibility of it giving me a really sharp, like not nice line. So today I'm actually going to be using a couple of new products, new to me and new to the cosmetic industry. A couple of products that just came out and they've been out for a couple of months. But the first one of those is my base for today, and this is the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Performance Cream Shadow. This is the one in Elegant Taupe, and it's just a taupey shade. Like, yeah, just a taupey shade. I've actually used this a couple of times already, and I really like these. They can be a little bit hard to work with at first because if they dry down and you haven't blended them out, they aren't going anywhere. But on the good side, when you've blended them out and they're on there, they're not going anywhere. Alright, so for my highlight, I'm going to go with this shade. This is Brulee by MAC. It's one of my favorite highlighting shades, and I'm going in with an EV13 from Sedona Lace. Just on the brow bone. So, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I believe this is Summerfly from the Kat Von D Monarch palette. And that's just going to be my transition shade. So I'm going to go in back with a little bit of MAC Soft Brown, just because I feel like there was no difference with that brown. Just to add a little bit of warmth. Same brush again. I'm one of those people that just loves using the same brush for everything. I mean, it helps blend and it keeps majority of your makeup brushes clean. But, you know, some people think it's gross. Now with a Real Techniques Space Shadow brush, I'm going to go in with Rule from MAC and then a little bit of brown skirt from MAC, just to add a little bit of warmth. I'm just popping those into my crease and keeping it just on my crease. I'm trying to keep my lid clean of product for now, just so whenever I put on the shadow that I'm putting on, it doesn't it doesn't screw with the color. Now to add more of a cooler brown, I'm gonna go in with MAC's Embark shadow on the same brush. And with this one, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more precise on the placement. So I'm just gonna pop this into my crease very lightly. So now just go in with that EB13 we started off with and blend all of that out. So now just to add a little bit of darkness, I'm actually going to go in with MAC's Sketch just because I don't want too much of a sharp like black line. I just want a little bit of darkness, and Sketch is also one of my favorite colors. I'm taking it on a little bullet pointer brush, whatever, and just kind of stabbing it. Okay, just gonna placing this in the crease again, being as precise as possible. And again, don't worry about it being too stark. I'm just gonna blend it out. Actually, I'm going to go in with a clean brush and blend it out. So I've just gone in and put a black base on my eyelids. I used the Sephora Jumbo Liner 12-Hour pencil in just black, I think. Yeah, just black. So now I'm going to go in with MAC's blue brown pigment. I'm going to dump a little bit of it on the lid that it came with. This is actually one of the new travel to go thingies. So before I go in and pick up the pigment, I'm gonna go in and get my brush wet with a little bit of water. That way it picks it up a little bit better. You get a better color at the end. This pigment, it can be really, really hard to work with, I can already tell. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place that on my eyelid. And I'm just patting this on because since it's a pigment, you don't really want to rub this in because you'll just get a big old mess. Voila! So I could very easily clean up the fallout that I clearly have under my eyes. But what I'm actually going to do is go in with a little bit of Carbon from MAC, which is just a basic matte brown. I'm using Carbon because it's not the blackest black, because I don't want a lot of black, but I just want a little bit more smokiness in there. And I'm not cleaning out my fallout yet, just because this black can also be very fallout happy. So I'm just doing it very carefully on my crease, trying to not disturb the pigment just so it doesn't fall out again. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that all in. Alright, so now I'm actually gonna take a break from my eyes and go in and do the rest of my face. This is normally how I do it because it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to do my under eyes without going in with the concealer and then like erasing half of what I did. So I'm going in with my Hourglass primer, Mineral Veil. You can't really see in this light. I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. This is one of my absolute favorite primers. I only use it whenever I go out or have something fun or special going on. Now I'm just gonna go in and correct my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Burnt Coral corrector and just pop that under my eyes. And a little on the side of my lips, so I got a little redness right there. And then a little on some of my blemishes. I know orange isn't meant to correct redness, but I find that it still works, so I just go ahead and do it. So now for my face, I'm going to be going in with the Bare Minerals Pure Brightening Serum Foundation in Bare Sand. I have been using this for the past couple of days and I've been absolutely loving it. And then I just like to pop about a dot or two, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I do six dots. And I actually don't have the brush that goes along with this product, so I just use my beauty blender. I find that this works just as well. And I make sure now that I shaved this side of my head to just take it into the hairline, just to make sure that it's all matched. Can you even see me? So now I'm just going to do my under eyes. I'm going to take my Pro Longwear Concealer in NC35 by MAC, as always, and just dot it underneath. To blend my eyes today, I'm actually going to be using something that's incredibly new to me, and this is the Beauty Blender Mini. This is meant to like do contouring and stuff, but it's so tiny. So I'm hoping this works. This is so small. It really gets in there though. This is surprising. Okay, yeah, totally in love with this. Totally in love with this. Although I totally feel like I'm going to lose this like immediately. That just blended everything out so perfectly. And I'm just going to take the same brush and pat in my concealer on my blemishes. I really love this little thing. Aww. So now I'm just going to go in and set everything I did with my Too Faced Invisible Powder. This is just a translucent powder. Been in love with it since I got it. It's been like 2 months now. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and finish my eyes instead of going in and contouring and stuff, just because I find that this ended up being a lot smokier than I thought it would. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes. So for my under eyes, I'm not gonna go as dark as I unintentionally did on my top lid. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a combination of soft brown and embark and a little bit of carbon, in that order, all in a pencil brush. I'm not taking embark all the way in, just kind of in the last third of the eye. And again with carbon, the last 2/3 of the eye, or the last third of the eye area. Not taking it all the way in. Now to blend it all out, I'm going to go in with my blending brush into my translucent powder, just because I find it's the only thing that can transition my eyes into my actual concealer. The last thing to do for the eyeshadow itself is to actually highlight the inner corner. I'm just going to go in with my Sleek Contour Kit and use the shadow that's in here, just in a small little brush that I put my concealer on with. I'm just taking my finger. Now to finish my eyes, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner. Nothing too much, just kind of pressing it on. Alright, now that you put a thin line of concealer on, just go in with your eyelash curlers and your mascara. I'm using the CoverGirl Clump Crusher today, and I'm just going to curl my lashes. False lashes are not a thing that are going to be happening today, so I'm just going to go in with warm mascara. Alright, so those are the eyes done. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. So as always, I'm going to be starting off with my Bare Minerals Skinny Dip bronzer, and I'm just going to go in with my deluxe sample thingy again, just to make sure that I just run out of it before I go back into the other one. And I'm just gonna go in with my contour kit from Sleek again, as always, and just carve out my cheekbones. Blend that out. And just make sure you blend it out as much as you can or as much as you want. And now for my cheeks, I'm gonna go in with Peaches. And finally for the face, we have our highlight. I'm going back to my ever so loved Double Definition by MAC. So I just put that on my cheekbones, on the bridge, on like the tip of my nose. I'm putting it on the bridge of my nose, a little on my forehead where I get the most light, and on my lip. Alright, now for my lips, I'm gonna go in with a combination that I haven't done before. So I'm actually gonna go in with Quick Lip Pencil from MAC and Myth, which is brand new. I just purchased this. It's just one of those very much loved MAC lip products. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And now just to pop on that Myth. So that is it for the finished look. I actually like how this turned out. It went a lot different in real life than I wanted it in my head, but I really liked it. This lip is new for me and I kind of really like it, so yeah. If you liked, please like the video below and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding this look or even any other of my past videos, please leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any requests for any videos, also leave that in the comment section below or on my Instagram and Facebook that are linked in the down bar. But yeah, I believe that is it. So yeah, until next time, you guys have a happy and healthy day and I will see you in my next video.